Select your character.
Alright, so now we're done with Sonic's story. Definitely the longest. We got 100% according to this total. That's very inaccurate because there's still his B and A missions. So, yeah, let's just move on to Tails. Because apparently, we've 100% completed Sonic even though we haven't. We'll come back to you later.
Not even close.
Nope. Alright, so I hope you guys like some cutscenes because the first, what was it, like 10 minutes of Tails' story is just cutscenes.
Everything's working great.
That's a lot of cutscenes.
All systems go, full speed ahead.
You don't even do Emerald. I can't even remember. You can't even do Emerald
What's
Coast with
No,
Tails,
it's locked out with Tails. The only characters that do go through Emerald Coast is Sonic, Big, and
Big.
Gamma. And Big has his own weird section because it's like the lighthouse section, but he has like this one extra area he can go into because he can swim.
Okay, that is
Look at the
weird.
plane; it's flying down sideways.
Going down.
The
That's
hell?
not how planes fly.
Ah! Look out below.
Look out below. I'm gonna cause. Thank you, Sonic.
Oh man, thank
I'm
you,
sorry.
Sonic. But is there something wrong with your hands? It looked like your fingers there were just painted on. I don't see the seams.
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down.
Gosh, I can't. You know, I still can't get used to Shadow's new voice actor.
It's not like you to crash like
Even
that.
after
Yeah.
all these years, I still can't get used to it.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is how he delivers the lines. It just doesn't sound that natural.
Not fully compatible yet.
Jason Griffin, I
I mean-
feel, was the best voice actor for Shadow.
You want.
He just knew how to do the character.
But if I can make this work,
Like,
I'll run
granted,
circles around
I've gotten used to it now, but especially after like Generations, whenever he had that one line, said, "You got this, Sonic."
Yeah, that was the
That was
worst.
not
line.
like
That was
that was a
definitely the worst
lot.
line I heard from Shadow.
Now I want to harness that power to fly my
I mean, like his tone he got starting like Sonic Boom was a lot better, but it still wasn't the same as Jason Griffith's Shadow.
No.
I still think that was the best one. Also, we're gonna be pretty much watching a majority of the cutscenes we've seen in Sonic stories from Tails' perspective now, but you're gonna notice a difference here in some of like the tone because Tails looks up to Sonic, he sees him more like a hero, so there's gonna be some more confidence coming from Tails when he's around Sonic to kind of show him he can be good too. And then Eggman's gonna be way more terrifying to Tails because he just finds him scary, so he's gonna be
It's
menacing.
so-
Look, it's your
I saw, you know, it's so funny because earlier today, it says, "Please don't make Tails a pussy. Please don't make Tails a pussy." When it comes to the next Sonic game,
Yeah, he always just kind of takes the backseat. Alright, so you said before we can't do Emerald Coast, but I'm gonna prove you wrong. Let's go to Emerald Coast. This may take a minute. I haven't done this in a while. So luckily, the DX version adds a free camera, so I can easily see where I'm going. And just do that, apparently. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I don't know if I can do this in PC, so I'm gonna see if I can or not. There's a seam in this door that you can like fly up as Tails. But I don't know if they patched that for PC. So I'm inching forward. They may have actually fixed this. Which would be surprising.
and sad all at the same time.
Yeah, I think they patched it out. I can't do this. Dang. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need to do that level because it's broken beyond belief anyways. You can only play the first section, because once you get into the second section of the level, there's just a spring, you bounce on it, and then it just sends you back to Station Square. Like, you're not programmed to go to that level at all, and it has a failsafe. If you fall down too far as Tails, it just kicks you out.
If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
Well, at least they would thought ahead of that.
Yeah, because otherwise you could just quit. But it's nice to have a failsafe.
Maybe they had plans to have Tails be in Emerald Coast.
Well, Knuckles can also clip in there too. It's way more complicated. Like, there's an old man statue that you can pick up around Station Square, and you can use that with Knuckles to clip into the fence that's blocking you off from Emerald Coast and just walk into loading zone. And it's the same deal. You can only go through the first section, the second section, random spring down near the death plane, and you just get kicked out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get in there as Amy, but I imagine if you can, same deal. Imagine trying to play through that level with Amy. Ugh.
Jeez.
Try to go through that loop with her speed.
Since Sonic and Tails are pretty much together in like majority of their levels, you're gonna be seeing pretty much all our cutscenes.
Yep. That's why if you skip the cutscenes with Tails, it's one of the shorter stories, because the levels for Tails already are pretty short. But the cutscenes are all basically the same as Sonic's, just with some different direction. There are going to be some things that will be different, because they do get separated a couple times, but most of it's the same. Deja vu, I've seen this place before.
Deja vu.
say.
Deja vu. I've seen this place before.
So the first thing I always recommend anyone do if they play Tails' story, the first thing you should do is get the ankle jets. Because, dear god, Tails' flying speed by itself is abysmally slow. Get the jets right away, and then you move quick in the sky. It's a big difference. Because you can go from 0 to 100 with these things. Without them, it's not as easy to go fast.
Yeah.
So I say do that boss legit, because with Sonic, we kind of just cheese the crap out of this thing. You can stun lock this guy with homing attacks. Not with Tails.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha.
Hey, he snagged it.
Gotcha. Hey, he snagged it. I know most people would be like I said before, if they ever remake this game, I'm really hoping that they do, allow you to fight all the forms of chaos. And I know people be like, well, that's just repetitive. I'm like, you can make it not as repetitive.
Monster?
Well, if they make each form play differently, yeah. Because that's the problem. Chaos 1 fight is very similar to the Chaos 2 fight with Knuckles. It's just he has some more attacks in that fight, but it's kind of the same deal. You bounce on his head, and that's pretty much the fight. Chaos 4, Chaos 6, they're both very different fights, because there's more you have to do in them. So you can do stuff like that. Also, big thing obviously they need to fix is big. Maybe give him more of a purpose. Like, fix his fishing controls and then everything will be okay. Fishing controls for him are basically unplayable at times. They sometimes just don't work when you want them to. Which is going to make his B and A missions really stupid. Not looking forward to those.
Good written.
We can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
You're right. Chaos must
I mean, Sonic isn't wrong. The thing is pretty ugly on Dreamcast.
away for more emeralds, right?
It looks good in Generations, though.
Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
The Windstone. We need to go and do the easiest level in the game.
Yeah, you don't even need to be trying to beat this level with Tails.
Come on, Tails.
See ya, Sonic.
Bye, Sonic.
Now watch his icon down there. Just watch how much it rubber bands. Like, once I get to this section, I think he jumps ahead pretty far. Yep, there it goes. He's zooming in. Like, oh, wait, he's too far ahead. I gotta catch up real fast. Gotta go real fast. Oh, he's going too fast. He can't catch up in time. Stop it, Tails.
More like the Windstone, am I right?
They even touched the ground once.
That wasn't too bad.
Please ignore this fake Sonic fan that still has some touch SA1 or 2. Yeah, you're not a fake Sonic. I hate when people say
You're not a
fake
real Sonic fan. You haven't played Sonic. Like, who cares? You be a Sonic fan anyway. You can like his design and still be a Sonic fan.
Honestly, that's one thing too. Is like I saw a debate. It's like, can you be a fan of something, a fan of a video game series if you've only ever like watched playthroughs of it. I said, sure you can. I'm a fan of Persona, and I've never even played any Persona games.
Yeah,
only watched
exactly.
Amber play it. You're not a fan. Get out.
You're not a true Persona fan.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins.
Yeah.
Hey, Iceberg, how you doing? Sonic Adventure is one of my favorite soundtracks in the Sonic franchise. I don't blame it. It's a really good soundtrack. I really like this one myself. Also, it's probably because of Tails' age, but luckily he gets to skip the gambling portion, and we just go right in the sewers. I mean, Tails can't gamble. He's like 8. I don't know how old he is supposed to be in this game, and like heroes think he's 6 or 8. He's real young.
They said his age is he's 8 years old.
Yeah.
You're not a real fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise unless you have beaten Sonic the Hedgehog on the second game. I've beaten the second
Game Gear Sonic 1. Oh. If you beat that, then you're a good game. That game hard. So much screen crunch, so difficult. Also, why did they put 3 green shields in a row there?
That wasn't too bad.
Do I need that much protection? Oh, we got Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, speaking of the Game Gear Sonic 1, there it is. So I need to make a mention to that. I haven't actually had a good chance to talk about this yet. The HD versions of Sonic Adventure removes the Game Gear versions of every Sonic game in this. All the Game Gear games were taken out. The PC modding scene added them back into the game. So we'll be unlocking all of the Game Gear games. That counts towards 100% because you get those with emblems. Every 20, I believe, you get a Game Gear game. I will say, though, if you're going to play the Game Gear games on the PC version with mods, set your game's resolution to 640 by 480. The games do not scale at all with higher resolutions. So if you're playing 1080p, your Game Gear game is going to be like an eighth of your window. It'd be tiny.
Let's get a move on.
Says real talk, though, I like Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Game Gear better than I do Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. Well, that's not a really hot take. I mean, I get...
Not really, no. I can see that.
I've known people that's all they had was a Game Gear.
Yeah.
They didn't have it on Genesis.
I played the Game Gear versions of Sonic 1 and 2 for the Genesis games because I owned Sonic Adventure DX before I owned the Mega Collection, which was how I experienced the Genesis games. So when someone told me, it's like, wait a minute, that's not the same Sonic 2 I played. Like, there's a Genesis version. There's a Genesis? I had no idea as a kid, because all I played was the Game Gear versions from this game. Some people just didn't even know. The Game Gear was a beast in terms of size. Yeah! That thing was big. Required 6 AA's. For like, what, 3 hours of gameplay at the most? I think 8 batteries like crazy.
Come on, Tails. See you later, Tails. You made it.
I hope you like hearing good comments from Sonic encouraging Tails, because he says it all the time in Ice Cap.
Hey, Tails.
Everyone's favorite, including mine. Hey, hey, hey!
Tails. You made it. Hey, hey, hey.
There it is! Hey, hey, hey!
All right, Tails. Come on.
Sonic, you're cheating. How do you go that fast? And then you just make a U-turn? He really felt bad for Tails.
Hey, hey, hey. Ha. Hey, Tails.
Mega Collection had good music? Oh, yeah. The menu music in Mega Collection was so good. Which was a shame, because you never really spent much time in the menus unless you were looking at the collectibles. But the collectibles music was so good. So that menu is like, you can stay on all day. I always feel bad for people who have to program the music in a collection game like that when you're never in the menus. Because sometimes the menu music is the best part, but you're never going to be there for long. So you don't hear the full thing.
Hey, hey, hey.
I had no idea that Sonic
Hey, Tails.
wasn't a fan of Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey!
I'd say of all the levels, this is probably the hardest one to beat Sonic in, but that's just because he can actually keep up with you. All the other levels, you can easily outspeed him. But in Ice Cap, he rubber bands a lot more.
That wasn't
It's when you actually know he got rubber band.
Now, it's usually the green Chaos Emerald that's the first Chaos Emerald that we ever see in all the Sonic games.
Yep.
So,
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh, this line right here is so cringe.
Hey, Knuckles, what's up?
The
Hey,
delivery was so bad. What's up? Like, is that a question if I should be asking this?
What are you doing, Knuckles?
What are you
Don't
doing?
now.
Gets higher pitched with every
Just hand
word.
over the emeralds you have. Quick.
You can tell he's 8.
No way, Knuckles.
Knuckles, don't hurt me.
Sonic's just looking over there awkwardly.
Oh no. Oh no. Give it. Oh no.
Give it, oh no. Just
Oh,
gotta
no.
give it, oh no.
Whoa! Oh no, the emerald!
Man, you beat that so fast.
He doesn't even try. He wasn't even attacking me. He was running away. Scared of Tails.
All mine.
The collection music and Mega Collection was moved to the game list during the Plus version. Really? That's an interesting choice.
Bumbling idiot.
Because the collection music was better than like the game list music, if I remember correctly. So you get to hear it for
Honestly,
even
like-
less time.
Hey, those are.
Can I say the Mega Collection was like one of the best like collections of video games I've ever seen?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
What
I
the
mean,
heck
granted,
is
the
all about anyway?
Sonic's Ultimate Mid Genesis collection beat it out a little bit, but
Yeah, well, not for Sonic, because that was starting in the age of they would never re-release Sonic 3. And Sonic Knuckles in the same package, so they never got the lock on.
4. Count them.
I don't know why.
I think it's legal reasons. They're having legal issues now with the music for Sonic 3. So the game is not getting as many re-releases because of music. Apparently, originally the music was supposed to be, like, from the PC version I remember of Sonic 3, when it released Sonic Knuckles, was a completely different soundtrack. Apparently that soundtrack was originally supposed to be what we got in the Genesis game.
Oh no!
But then it changed to the
Again.
music we got currently from Michael Jackson. And
Which
I
I
believe
don't
that's
understand.
what's holding it back.
Well, why did it release on the 360 then?
Well, it released separate, but then after those ports, it just never got released together like that ever again. Because, yeah, the Virtual Console / Backbone ports on PS3 and 360, that was it.
PS3 didn't even get Sonic 3 though.
Oh, did it? I thought it
No.
did have Sonic 3.
No. The Xbox was the only one that got Sonic 3 and Sonic 3, not
Oh, it's even worse than I thought then.
PS3 never got Sonic 3 or Knuckles. It was stupid. I was like, why?
Yeah, because
Why
I
is it
noticed
the
that after a certain point, they just stopped re-releasing Sonic 3, and I think, again, it was legal reasons with the music now. Because I know when like Christian Whitehead and his team approached Sega to do the mobile port of Sonic 3, they shut it down. Because they just wanted them to work on Mania instead, but like internally, it's probably because of legal crap. They just couldn't do it at the time. And apparently still can't, because they keep on re-releasing 1 and 2. Like 1 and 2 you can get on every system known to man at this point. Sonic 3 is not nearly as common. It sucks because that's probably one of the best games in the classic series. People love it, but they just can never play out of certain hardware.
Yeah. Like, the only way you can play it nowadays is to get a 360 and download it.
Yeah, I don't even know if that game's even on the backwards compatibility list for Xbox One, so meaning an actual 360.
Yeah, because
me see if
remember
we
when we
can
did
find
because when we did the playthrough on League for Sonic 3, I used the 360 version.
I'm gonna pull up the backwards compatibility list and its total for Xbox One 360 games because I want to see if Sonic 3 is even mentioned. Also, hey Ethan, how you doing?
Hey, Ethan. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Okay, well the first thing I got was an FAQ about how the backwards compatibility works. That's not what I wanted. Thanks, Google.
Thanks, Google.
Alright, let me see. Now I'm pulling up the list. This is the official one from Microsoft's page. Xbox 360. Okay, this page is super responsive. There we go. Use the
Still
text
wants
list
to
because
sell
then I
it.
can
Hey,
search.
you can't let him get away. Let's get to my workshop.
I wouldn't sell it, Iceberg, because I'm not gonna ever sell my 360, even though like, you know, most of the games are backwards compatible in my Xbox One.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it's
Some
still worth
games-
keeping around because some games are still better to play on 360 anyways.
yeah.
Come on.
And there's some games you just can't play on Xbox One that you would like to play on 360. I think even including original Xbox games for backwards compatibility there.
Yeah.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
I'd say I had the full list of all the Sonic games that were available in the backwards compatibility program, and I was right. They didn't put Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles on that list. They only
Oh
had
my
Sonic
God.
1 and 2 for the classic game. Oh, wait.
Well, there
No,
you go.
no, I was
Good-
wrong. I was wrong. They have them both here. Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's worded weirdly, so I didn't see them.
Oh, okay.
The full list of Sonic games is All-Star Racing Transform, Sonic and Knuckles, Adventure 1 and 2, CD, Generations, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Sonic 4 Episode 1 and Episode 2, and Sonic Unleashed. So pretty much all the games that mattered, because the only game that's on the list is 06, but who's asking for Sonic 06 besides Mimi?
Me?
Well, I'm sorry,
course
you're a minority. Program's dead.
Yeah, program's dead, so never gonna get it again. So
Yeah. That would be the best way to play it if they ever did port it like that, because it would fix a lot of the frame rate and loading issues. And would fix the rest of the glitches, and just fix the other two.
yeah.
Only games I play on my 360 nowadays are Dragon Age Origins, Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic Generations. Yeah, I don't really play much on 360 either. Like, I play the Banjo games on there because they're better than the N64 versions performance-wise, so it's... Banjo 2 is actually playable on 360 compared to N64. I'll play Unleashed on there. And the only game I go back for my actual 360 hardware is actually Sonic 06, because all the other games I have are backwards compatible. At one point, I was going to do the same thing with one of the other games I have in my collection, which I don't remember what it's called, top of my head. Asura's Wrath, that was it. I was going to play Asura's Wrath on the actual 360 because it wasn't part of the backwards compatibility program. But one of the final games they added to that program was that game, Asura's Wrath. So the only game I own now that I can only play in 360, I think are actually Sonic 06 and Forza Horizon 2, strangely enough. But that doesn't matter because I think Forza 2 is actually on Xbox One as a standalone release. I can always get that version if I just want to play a better looking version. So really it's just Sonic 06.
Yeah.
I have a Sonic 06
Sonic
machine.
06
This
is
feels
probably
weird.
better. Sonic 06 is probably best played on 360.
Oh yeah, it's really bad on PS3. Like there's more glitches, more slowdown, more loading. There's not a redeeming quality on PS3. That was the first version I played because I didn't have a 360 at the time I played it. Now I do.
Sonic Unleashed isn't on PC though. Iceberg.
Yeah,
I wish
I wish it was. Generations does have the Unleashed Project mod, which adds in all the daytime stages, but that's the closest you get to a PC Unleashed. Sonic 06 is the best play when you're watching someone else play. You're not wrong.
Ethan says, we're doing pretty good. How about you guys? I'm doing pretty good. I feel a lot better. I've been sick for the past 2 days. I was sick really bad for the past 2 days, and I had to actually stay home. Stay home from work for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm definitely going to go back to work tomorrow. I feel a lot better than I did.
Yeah, you still need to get a doctor's note for that?
I have a doctor's note.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know if you got it at this point or not. Oh man, you know this is a flashback when we got Sepia.
When we got grayscale.
Yeah.
Oh. Sonic 06 is best played when you're watching someone else play, like Lester did last year.
Yeah, I did that like a couple years ago on this channel. Yeah, stalking Sonic, yeah. Yeah, it was actually 2 years ago. It's hard to believe. I think that was the last major thing I did Sonic-wise on this channel, not counting the
Wow, that dream
the
brought
SA2
back
randomizer and then
memories.
like the 2 quick ROM hacks I looked at
I owe
earlier
so
this
much
year.
to Sonic.
You haven't
Like, it's
done
been a
Sonic in
while.
a long time. I don't know. It's, for a guy named SonicGhost, you haven't done Sonic in a long time. Actually,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Besides the Sonic before and after sequel.
Yeah, like I'm not
thing.
counting the stuff I did earlier this year because I'm trying to think of further back. And that's when I was like, yeah, it's been a bit.
If I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work.
And just for, I know we got more people in chat than I did earlier, but I want to give everybody PSA right now. If you plan on getting Animal Crossing New Horizons on March 20th, I might really suggest everybody get the Animal Crossing amiibo now, because they're going to go up in price, and they're like dirt cheap right now. They're like $2 a
Yeah.
pop. So if you need to get the Animal Crossing amiibo, get them now while you can.
I forgot about this emblem. I forgot how stupid this one is. Just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just go look for it. It's in the sea of grass over there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
why? Thanks. Like, this one's harder to get to.
When was the Kingdom Hearts streams? Oh, gosh.
That was 2018. I remember because around that
Yeah,
time, that's when I needed a distraction because that's when I broke up with my ex. So I started Kingdom Hearts.
That's right. I remember
And we
that.
had to stop because of our wedding.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
that was around the time you
that's
two were
right.
starting to prepare for all that.
Yeah, he streamed the first playthrough of Kingdom Hearts. I don't think he uploaded it because of copyright.
No,
did
I
he?
didn't put it on the YouTube channel because copyright, but all the VODs were highlighted here on Twitch. I made a collection, which is basically a YouTube playlist in a way. So you can check out that here on this channel. I saw that. There was Froggy on the corner. You can't hide that Froggy from me.
Have you ever considered re-uploading it, see if it does?
I mean, not really, because that game has a lot of copyrighted music, and Disney's super strict about it. So, I never really wanted to take the chance. It was safe on Twitch, so that's why I left it on Twitch.
Well, yeah, the reason why, Kira, is because this was an RPG that didn't really focus on turn-based stuff. So that's why he was
Yeah.
able to
I'm
do
not
it.
a fan of that kind of stuff, but real-time RPGs I'll usually give a try. And I had some interest in Kingdom Hearts for years, so I wanted to at least play the first. I've had people ask if I would do like other games in the series. Like if I do, I may just jump straight to 2. Even though I'm missing story, I don't think the gameplay
don't worry
style
about
of like
that.
recoded would click.
Lester, I know a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans say, yeah, you should. But honestly, at this point, especially with you, don't bother with story. Just go ahead and jump
I mean,
to
if I
2.
really
Dude,
wanted the story, but I didn't want to play the games, I would just watch up like story synopsis on like YouTube or something. Like watch all the cutscenes.
Yeah. And plus, not only that, 2 is the best one in the series.
Yeah,
What
I've heard that
story?
from pretty much everyone. There's also that.
I've been a fan of Kingdom Hearts for years, and I don't even understand the story.
There's a Keyblade and there's a Mickey. That's all I know. And some kind of darkness. They wouldn't stop talking about it.
Kingdom Hearts has a story? I actually need to go back and play a bunch of the Kingdom Hearts games I still haven't beaten. I played all of them up to, what was it? Birth by Sleep? Did I finish? Yeah, I
No,
finished.
you finished Perfect. You
I
haven't
finished
played
Perfect.
the 0.2.
I didn't play 0.8. I didn't play that one yet. I didn't play 3.
And I guess speaking of which, recently they just actually released that the collections 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 finally on
On the
Xbox One.
Xbox.
So you can
Yeah.
finally play those games if you're an Xbox user.
I saw that and I was like,
for
oh,
like
they
over a
finally-
year they had Kingdom Hearts 3 and that was it.
I saw that and I was like, oh, they finally get to play all the Kingdom Hearts games finally.
And it's probably technically the best way to play them if they made them proper 4K versions.
Hello there, friend.
But I think it also ran on 4K, like native 4K on PS4 Pro, so I don't think it's that much better. I'm not sure.
It's something my
I'm
I know
gonna be
that I
honest-
know that Kingdom Hearts 3 technically ran better on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. So for graphics purists, they like it on that console.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only one that didn't play Birth by Sleep or Chain of Memories. I'm gonna say this, and this is kind of a hot take. I think Chain of Memories is a really good game.
Get out.
That's probably my bias because that's my first Kingdom Hearts game I actually played. But I really like Chain of Memories because, well, I like card-based games. So
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the power we just got here with Tails, the ribbon, I think that's a missable upgrade, isn't it? Because this is the only time you go here is Tails.
yeah, I still need to play it. It's a good game. I like it. It's kind of sad the HD ports don't have 358 or coded playable. Yeah, I get it, but those were also on the DS, and
Yeah, it would have been much harder to convert to a console.
I agree. I enjoy Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. My first Kingdom Hearts game too. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, and also did have pretty good graphics for a GBA game. Because I never played it back in the day, but I had a friend who did play it on his GBA, and I got to see some of the gameplay, and it looked pretty good. Like, graphically, it looked very smooth.
I get why people don't like it, but in the same sense, I'm like, it's not a horrible game by any stretch of the means.
The time has come at last.
Come on.
This new place
Tails, you're
will work a
floating.
lot better.
Get on the ground.
I've ironed out most of the
You're not
problems.
spinning your tails, you're just randomly floating. Turn off the ankle jets.
So, here it goes. Emerald, do your stuff.
Oh, is the bottom screen really only used for the... Okay, never mind. And then they have no... They have no reason.
Well, I don't know if they did anything extra for, like, different menuing and such. I don't know. Yeah, see, I wouldn't know either since I never played it.
I never played those either.
I've seen a review of it, and yeah, it's pretty much just top screen for all the gameplay stuff. But I don't know if they use the bottom screen for extra menuing options, which, to be fair, they probably could have just converted. I don't know, it's weird how they treated some of the games for the HD ports, because yeah, some of them just flat out got skipped, but got a cutscene collection instead. Which always felt a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's one game that really confused the hell out of me watching the scenes. 358 didn't confuse me. Coded confused the hell out of me though. I don't know why, it just did. I watched the cutscenes, I was like, what the hell is going on in this game?
You didn't understand it?
Oh, I didn't. I understood that there was a virus of some sort and they had to go into Mickey's computer of some sort, but what was going on in that game half the time? I don't even know.
Basically, Sora got recreated as like a clone, and he had to go back to all the worlds he visited in the first couple games and do everything over again.
Oh. Okay.
So it's kind of like a retelling of
So
the
it's just
first
Kingdom
game.
Hearts 1 again?
That's pretty much what I heard, yeah, it's basically Kingdom Hearts 1 again, story-wise. Which is why a lot of people also say you can skip that game, because it doesn't really have much of a significance. Also probably why they just made a cutscene collection in the HD version.
That's what okay, that's the reason why I was thinking of that, because I was like, they had a Riku in that one, and I didn't understand in that one. That Riku, there's so many fucking forms of Riku in this series. I don't... That's why I just gave up on understanding the story of this series.
Yeah, it's complicated. I've never heard a Kingdom Hearts fan say they love it for the story. I've always heard it because they love it for the crossover. Story's always a backseat.
Or the gameplay. Or the gameplay, that's another reason. Then again, I heard the same thing for the Sonic Adventure games. People don't love it for the story. They
I mean,
love
the story is weird and cringe in some spots, so I don't blame some people. Like, Big. Does it even have a story? It's just Get Froggy.
So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet.
I don't know. A lot of people want compelling stories in their video games now. Which, you know, to each its own. I understand that. But, like...
It
I don't
depends
know.
on the game, because if it's supposed to be a narrative-focused game, then yes, it has to have a good story, because that's the point. But if it's a game like this, a simple platformer, I don't care. I just want the gameplay to be good. It doesn't have to have a story that can win novel records and such. Like, I don't care for that stuff. Just make sure gameplay fun. Get Froggy, Tails is Imminent Flight, Sonic Adventure. But on the back of the box, review quote.
It says, basically, Jiminy's journal was glitched up because chain of memories, so they made Data sort of fix it. Fixing the glitches revealed a message and towards rescuing the birth by sleep tree. Okay.
Interesting.
So that's literally all I needed to know about that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it sounds like you can kind of summarize the story of that game in just a paragraph.
Well, I know a lot of people say that, like, what I'm talking story with Sonic is mostly Sonic Adventure 2's story. A lot of people want to say it's a stupid, convoluted story. I said, what the fuck is it convoluted? It's not convoluted at all. It's like, it's kind of a straightforward story.
Stop, Eggman. Bad guys want emeralds. Blows up the moon. The end.
This is on the moon.
No, that's not what he said.
Might as well at this point.
There you go, one sec. Couldn't do that last time because I didn't have any health coming into the section.
It's
Tail
on the
story,
moon.
boom.
Yes, Kira. Yes. That's why I said, you know, I can't even take this, like, whenever I'm describing Sonic Adventure 2's story anymore. I just, when I get to that part, I just said Eggman pissed on the moon.
Yeah, imagine that as the back of a box quote. Pretty sure someone who puts that on the box is getting fired.
President has a crush
Wow,
on
this thing
Sonic.
is really huge.
But, oh yeah. Silly fandom has ruined the game for me now.
Yeah. Although, the timing of things didn't work out right now, because I just read that comment and Sonic's like, wow, this is really huge. Like, where's the quit button?
Don't get any ideas, Sonic.
Quick, somebody make a SonicGhost 64 out of context Twitter account.
Oh, I can think of a couple.
Sample.
Oh, I don't like pinball is my favorite one though. I'm not letting you live that down, Lester.
That's why they took out that section from Smash Ultimate. Because they didn't want to hear it anymore. Specifically for you guys.
Now, how are we
No,
gonna
no
get
Master
this
Fortress because I hate
Hate
pinball.
it when he doesn't listen to me.
I guess you weren't expecting that, were you?
You know, that's like the only thing. Actually, I don't even really miss it that much. It was stupid how you had to do it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing that really made me think.
Just watch me.
One of the Let's Play channels I follow, Steven Plays, they just started their Co-op Classic series where they're playing through all the co-op modes, just like they did with Smash Wii U.
Skydeck, huh?
And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I stopped watching that like maybe 10 parts in or so because it got super repetitive because it's the same classic mode every time. And getting to Master Fortress was always like a drag. It never was fun to watch because it's just, it kills you all the time. But then Co-op Classic series this time, I think I'm going to watch the whole thing because it's compelling. Each campaign is different. Although you can lose some of the charm in co-op because, like, say Dark Samus's co-op mode, you don't recruit new AI fighters with you. You just have your co-op partner. So you kind of lose some of it. But besides that, it's a very different experience every time.
Yeah,
And that really helps replaying classic mode when you think about it that way.
Yeah, when I sat down and actually played through all their classic modes, I never really felt like it was a long and egregious process. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't boring by any standards.
No, it was a lot of fun. I want to go back and play some of those classics again at some point because of that fun. And that's a mark of a good classic mode.
But yeah, it's just, you know,
Also, easiest level by far with Tails. It's so open.
That wasn't too bad.
I
Oh,
have
no, it's
to
still the
say,
easiest one's his first level. What am I saying? I didn't touch the ground.
I hate being this way because, you know, it makes me. I had a playing it when
Sonic,
it
we should
was
check out
new.
the bridge.
I can't go back and replay Smash 4 now.
Yeah. It's a game like, well, I can go back to play for certain modes. Like, I won't go back for Classic. I'll go back for its events and maybe, like, the Crazy Orders or something like that. But that's about it. Because it didn't have anything else.
No,
It was very bare bones.
it had
It was more
Smash
for
Tour.
multiplayer.
Oh no, Smash Tour.
Yeah, no. Let me play Smash Run instead, please. Also, the only reason why I would go back to the 3DS version. Nothing else, just Smash Tour. Because I like the game. It runs nice on the 3DS. It's just, it's so uncomfortable to play in that system after a while. Hand cramps all over the place.
I didn't know Peanut Butter Gamer did a Sonic the Hedgehog hacking video.
You did?
Yeah.
Which one? The original?
I don't know, it just says Sonic.
Oh, it must be like a...
What are we talking about
unless
here?
it's like, I guess PBG did a video on Sonic, like a Sonic the Hedgehog hacking video.
Oh, no.
I think he did
It's Adventure.
Oh, it's Adventure. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, because the modding scene's pretty crazy for this.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you, Gamma.
But also, I guess it makes sense if that was a video he just released now because of the movie. It's like good timing. Which, in a way, almost was good timing for this series to start.
No,
It was kind of unintentional.
This was years ago.
This was years ago. Amber's going through a lot of videos on her like playlist right now, trying to clear it out.
Oh yeah, I forgot one of his lines is resistance futile, but you never get to hear it because you kill him so fast.
You mean you didn't kill him fast enough this time?
Yeah, I was too slow.
Move aside, Amy. Get out of the way.
No! This robot is my friend. He helped me. Don't hurt him.
What's that line? Don't hurt him.
Okay, if you say so, you have your reasons.
The voice acting in this game is A+.
Yeah. Next time someone asks me how am I doing, hey, how you doing today?
Hurry, Tails. Take Amy and get out of here.
Also, you gotta love the lip flaps. Looks like Sonic's trying to chew on a giant hoagie.
Evil ways.
Just looking at him talk makes my jaw hurt. Amy's model looks weird when she's being carried like this from Tails, because her dress just kind of cups up. And it looks unnatural because it's clipping through itself. Also, let's pay attention to this cutscene, because this is a cutscene that has a model in it, so we may just see it fly out of bounds. Yep, there we go! Out of the boundary! Here we go!
Out of bounds!
Yeah, so that's a side effect of playing this game in widescreen. All of the FMVs are programmed to still be in 4:3, but if there's any models in the game, they're still coded with the widescreen mod in mind, so that looks awkward for that kind of cutscene.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Literally. Look at Eggman spin. Looks like he's having fun. Oh, here we come. Here we go.
Almost done with
Coming up with one of the best lines ever. Right here.
That's Eggman. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
So stupid.
I wonder what happened to Sonic. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
I'm finished.
We're almost done with Tails' story.
Yeah, this is our last level coming up.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a short
I will
story.
destroy Station Square anyway.
We went by really fast.
I will destroy Station Square, but first I must hop my cockpit again.
Gotta rewatch the TRG playthrough of Adventure. You should. It's really funny.
Yeah, that was one of their best single-player Let's Plays. It's really good.
I know they're doing a Luigi's Mansion right now.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, because
Tim, so-
NCS has never played it before, so he's getting to play it for the first time.
Ready? Fire!
I thought it was funny though. Somebody mentioned that it says, I think it was John. He said, strangely, all the games we've played on here that neither Tim nor myself have played were games that Chugga LP'd on his channel.
Yeah, pretty much. So when they get to play the games like Kid Icarus Uprising or something crazy.
Yeah. Or actually, no, that isn't all 100%
Wait,
true.
Xenoblade. Get John to play Xenoblade. He'll hate Emil. Because he ruined one of the sections for him, I think. Because he got spoiled to one of the later cutscenes because of Emil playing in a hotel room at the time.
No! I better get to that missile before he detonates it.
Damn it, Emil.
Damn it, Emil. Actually, that isn't true because Tim played Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
And
that's
Chugga-
the one outlier.
That's the only outlier to
I
that.
gotta get it before Eggman. The fate of Station
Chugga
Square
never
depends on me.
LP'd Snap, so. don't think he's ever going to.
Yeah, well, it's not really a game that's easy to do a Let's Play on, per se, because it doesn't have much content to it. So it works better in a group channel like that.
Yeah.
I know I can do this by myself.
So with that in mind, look forward to the eventual Pokemon Snap Let's Play in LPR League.
I'm deleting those videos.
No more Snap!
You think you can keep up with me?
Oh, I didn't know Eggman could hit me there. That's a first. Jump straight into his machine.
Emil, isn't he supposed to be at...
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not supposed to be in this section with Tails, so this is awkward. It's super easy to get here. Just fly. And that's half of the level right there. Not even kidding. That was half the level in 30 seconds. This is the beefiest level in Tails' story, but not by much.
Got to the missile.
Eggman's still in the beginning. He doesn't rubber
Are you
band like
serious?
Sonic at all. Like, Sonic's rubber band, this is insane. Eggman, I guess he gets a coffee break?
It's Robotnik! So you beat me to the missile.
He's like, I'm not the fastest thing alive like I did in Sonic 1
No, that was Sonic 2.
I will make you all
or Sonic 2.
this.
Was it Sonic 2?
Yeah, he outran you getting to his Defect Robot. No matter
Oh,
how
yeah,
fast
that's
you go.
You fool.
You know, as a kid, I could never beat Death Egg Robot. It wasn't until I was like older that I finally beat it.
I'm
Finally.
not scared.
Also, that line that Eggman just says, one of the best deliveries that Eggman's ever had in the series, because it's so menacing. That's how Tails sees Eggman, so just hearing him say, "Away, or I make mincemeat out of you." I can't even do it right because it's so groggy. But it's just so menacing. Also, having the ribbon here makes this fight so much easier, because you can just hold down B and go down. Look at me breakdance.
I can't believe this.
You can do how many twirls?
No way. I can't believe this.
How do some animations get lost either with this mod conversion or maybe like a frame rate difference? Because I'm not seeing like some of the extra like effects that you would see normally with this move. It's probably a mod side effect because of the model swap. Because I know this game, it got an upgrade in frame rate starting with GameCube. Because originally Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast only ran 30 frames. Every version afterwards was 60.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Dreamcast couldn't handle this game in 60, while GameCube could.
Yeah, considering Dreamcast was a older model.
Yeah. That's another reason that makes the Dreamcast version harder to go back to. Longer loading. It's a slower looking game, so it feels like some of your inputs get dropped. Although it really shouldn't, because the game was originally designed for 30. It's any game that is originally designed for 60 and gets cut to 30, then there's a problem. There we go. Eggman dead. Now to sleep.
Eggman,
I did it!
You saved the day.
that would be 2 stories.
Best.
I did it all by myself.
I did it all by myself. Now, how do I get home again? Like a dog chasing his tail. And how does he fly all this way, but he can't fly this good in the game? Tails, you lied to me. You held back this whole time. And then just disappear. Yep. Hey, did it. Alright, everyone want to get some food? Alright, instant transmission. Let's go. Teleport to the diner. Now this song, I believe it's called Simple as It Is. I believe it did get a slight remix for SA2, but it's a very similar song, if I remember correctly. Yeah. The only song that's like 1-to-1 I know is Amy's song. They just flat out reused it for SA2. All the others either got like a slight remix or got replaced.
Wait, so how did Tails beat Eggman Station Square, and then Eggman goes to lose to Sonic on Egg Carrier? I think that...
Well, how it works story-wise is that after the Egg Carrier blows up like that, and after the fight with Sonic and Chaos 6, Eggman gets knocked over to Station Square from his Egg Carrier, and then he has his little battle with Tails. And once Sonic is done with Lost World, then that's when he's coming back from fighting Tails in Station Square, and then Sonic just beats the heck out of him back in Mystic Ruins. Like, again, all these stories are happening at the same time. The ordering is kind of confusing when you're playing the story of, like, when does certain things happen, but once you play all 6, then you start realizing how they all technically connect. Yeah, this song is really good.
Oh, big next. Oh, gosh.
No, we're playing him for a while.
I think you're gonna do Knuckles next, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going in order for the character story, so it'll be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, and Gamma. And then the last story is just gonna sit there for hours, because that's when we're going on a quest for all the emblems and missions. We're ending on the last on the last emblem to be from the last story, because then we get proper credits. That and last story is half an hour, so yeah, there's also that. I can easily transition from that to Metal Sonic.
Says, unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. It affects my muscles. Because I'm Knuckles.
He also plays with himself according to the lyrics, and it's too much information.
Excuse me? What?
Yeah, listen to the lyrics. That's what it says. I think they meant like playing games by himself. I think they meant like playing games by himself or something, but like the context, this is what it sounds like in the song. We'll hear it when it comes up. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right at all.
Lester, let's just hope that YouTube demonetization doesn't demonetize the video now.
Yeah. Oh no, my 2 cents. Literally, I need those 2 cents. Come on. How do I live?
Oh my gosh. The hell? One of
Knuckles' songs calls him a porcupine. There's also that.
Well, I mean, I guess it would make sense in the context of the song, because if you actually looked up the anatomy of an echidna,
yep,
they've got pretty big penises.
Yep. They got that.
I'm sorry.
They got that big dick energy. Is that what to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna get a message tomorrow when I wake up that my Twitch channel is banned. I'll be like, oh, well, that's not surprising.
It's like Matthew. He caused my Twitch channel to get banned.
Now I'm taking over yours. He's done streaming Paper Mario. I gotta continue Sonic over there.
When I eventually don't stop getting sick and I actually go to do my streams.
Yeah.
Gee. I'm sorry about that by everybody, by the way.
I mean, when you get sick, there's not much you can really do. It's understandable.
Stop getting sick.
Yeah, really.